What relationship test did you pass perfectly that made you lose everything? My boyfriend had this messed up idea that any girl who got upset about him looking at other women online was just jealous and crazy. If I ever asked about some girl he followed on Instagram, he would give me this whole speech. Secure women wouldn't care about what I look at on social media because it's not real life. His ex used to go through his phone every night and he swore he would never date another jealous girl. When Elijah and I had been together for 6 months, he sat me down at Starbucks for a serious talk. Look at my Instagram, he said, showing me his phone with thousands of bikini models. I follow these accounts because I like fitness and beauty, not because I want to sleep with them. He kept scrolling through half-naked women while watching my face. My ex couldn't handle this because she was insecure about how she looked. I stayed quiet and sipped my coffee. I need you to be cool with this or we can't work out, he said. Can you handle being with a guy who looks at other women online? I told him I could handle it because I wanted to be different from his crazy ex. He started liking photos while staring at me to see if I would react. When I didn't say anything, he smiled and said, "You're so much better than her." He started commenting on every hot girl's photo with fire emojis and hearts. Sometimes he would show me and say, "Damn, look at her abs. That's dedication right there." I would nod and agree even though it made me uncomfortable. His comments got worse over time with stuff like absolute goddess and perfect body. One girl replied, "Thanks, baby," with kiss faces, and he screenshot it to show his friends. "My girl is so cool she doesn't even care," he would brag to them. "She knows I'm coming home to her." His friends would look at me like I was stupid, and I would force myself to laugh along. One time I overheard him tell them, "She's not as hot as these girls, but at least she's not psycho about it." He followed local girls from our gym and commented, "We should work out together sometime." When they messaged him, he would reply right in front of me. "See, babe, I'm not hiding anything," he would say. I could delete these messages, but I don't because we trust each other. One Instagram model with millions of followers started flirting with him in the comments. His friends joked that he had a second girlfriend and he loved the attention. "Tell them how you don't care," Elijah would say at parties. "Tell them you're not like other girls." I would smile and say, "It's just Instagram, who cares?" while dying inside every time. When I came home early from work unexpectedly, I found Elijah in our bed with Natasha, this fitness girl he had been messaging about training. "Oh my God, you're home," he said, scrambling for his boxers while she covered herself with our sheets. "This is your fault," he started yelling at me while Natasha looked confused. "You never cared who I talked to online, so why would you care about this?" Natasha grabbed her clothes and said, "Wait, you have a girlfriend? You told me you broke up." Elijah turned to her and said, "We're basically roommates. She has no feelings about anything I do." He looked at me with disgust and said, "A real girlfriend would have told me to stop following those accounts." I finally snapped. "You told me that would make me insecure and crazy," he laughed. "All girls are a little crazy if they actually love their man." Natasha was getting dressed and shaking her head at both of us. "You weren't woman enough to fight for your man," Elijah said. "You just let me do whatever because you don't actually give a shit about me." My voice cracked when I said, "I cared about all of it, but you made me feel psycho for having normal feelings." He shrugged. "If you really loved me, you would have been jealous," he said. "But you acted like I could disappear tomorrow and you wouldn't even notice." His friends all took his side after we broke up and I moved out that same week. "You basically pushed him into cheating," his best friend said. "Guys need to know their girl would be devastated without them. They acted like showing jealousy was how you proved you loved someone." The truth was, I had loved him so much that I completely changed who I was. I ignored my gut feelings every single day to be his perfect chill girlfriend, and it caused me to lose him. Now I'm in therapy working through this mess while Elijah dates this girl he calls crazy and controlling. They fight all the time, but he seems happy that she cares enough to be jealous.